Vanilla old school RuneScape guide.
Hey guys, this is Vanilla here. Today I'm going to talk you through the quest Underground Pass. So for this quest you need to have level 25 ranged and you need to have completed the Biohazard and Plague City quests. It's recommended that you have 60 plus agility. I'll be doing the quest with 59, so we'll see how I go. 50 thieving is helpful because there is a shortcut. Having 43 prayer is helpful as well, so you can use protection prayers. You need to have a rope, at least one, even 2 or 3. You need a bow and between 1 and 5 arrows. Another thing that's important to note is it's got to be a bow and it's got to have metal arrows, so it cannot be a crossbow. And you need a spade. The rest of the items can be picked up when you're there. It's also recommended that you bring some agility potions, so I've actually got 4 agility potions. And you need to bring a lot of food because there are a lot of traps and a lot of monsters which can hurt you. If you have Graceful, I recommend that you wear it as long as you have enough defense to not get too hurt by the monsters. So you'll need to be able to defeat 3 demons level 91 which can be safe spotted, 3 paladins level 62 which can be safe spotted, Calrag who's level 89 but he won't hit you with protect from melee, and a level 13 called Disciple of Iban. So to start with, you just go to where I am on the map, which is the Ardougne castle, and then you go up the stairs and you need to talk to King Lethis. So now you need to head to the west to the entrance to Underground Pass. So talk to Koftik. So he tells you about the pass, say I'll take my chances, and he's going to catch up with us by the bridge. So now go to the northern path and climb over the rock slides. Now go to Koftik. Ask him what does it say. Now use the damp cloth on an arrow. And now use the arrow with the fire. So now you've got a fire arrow, so equip the fire arrow. Now go to the north. Now fire your arrow at the guide rope. So now you need to grab the plank which is to the north of the lever. And then continue to the south. And now go east, don't go into that swampy area. So now use your rope on the rock. So sometimes you'll fail and that will put you at the beginning of Underground Pass, and then you would need another rope, but thankfully I got it first time, so that's good. So now we continue heading east, and now go south. And now speak to Koftik again. So everyone has their own path across the pit. There used to be a glitch where you could plant some seeds and then flowers would grow and then you could just magically get across, but now you can't. So you just have to kind of guess. So that one was a trap for me, and then you just have to climb out of the rocks and then figure out what one is not a trap for you. So I found a tile that is safe. And another one. Ooh! And another one. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take a screenshot, because apparently you need to know the path that you took for the Regicide quest. Oh, so the one at the end was a trap. Okay. So now I'll try this way. And I'm going to take another screenshot. And then I'll try up. Yeah! Another screenshot of that. So now I know what my path is. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. So now you've passed, just pull the lever on the south and it opens the gate. So now I'm just going to head to the west until I get to a narrow corridor. And there are some traps. So you can see what way the traps are going to come out from. And just click just past the trap and make sure you're on run. And then again. So there's the first lot. So those ones are from the north. And then over here, these ones come from the south. So just click a little bit past each one. And just take it really slowly and be careful. So we got through those ones, so that's good. So there's an altar here. If you don't have full prayer points, make sure you get it now. Heal all of your health. So the easiest way to get past this one is to just stand a square before the trap and then run ahead. Otherwise, you can use the plank on the flat rock and that will disarm the trap. So now we pick up the orb of light. And now we go back and we just do the same method, either going right before it and then running across, or using the plank with the rock. So then we just go to the next one and we just run. Run, run, run to the end. And then we can grab the orb. And then you go to this one and just use the plank or do the run thing again. So now go to the final path. And when you get to the orb, don't pick it up. So you need to disarm the trap underneath it. So search flat rock. And now we've got the orb. So now we need to head back through the narrow tunnel path thing. Now we use each orb of light with the furnace. So now we go back through the narrow cave. And now we need to go down the well and make sure you've got full prayer. If you need any food, search the crates that are to the west. And I mean, you can never have enough food, so let's do that. Cool, so we've got some food. So now we just need to go west. So pick the lock on the first one on the left. Now use your spade on the unusual looking patch of ground. So just edge across the ledge. So if you don't have level 50 thieving, you take the first right and then you go left and then you go to the next left. Now if you have 50 thieving, you just go a little bit south of the maze and then there's a door that you can pick the lock of, and that allows you to bypass the entire maze. So let's do that. So be really, really careful not to go near the swamp pieces. So now just go to the south and then squeeze through the obstacle pipe. So now we search the cage and we got a loose piece of railing. So now we just go to the south up this path and then we find a large boulder. So we use the piece of railing on the large boulder, and now we've crushed the unicorn, which seems somewhat awful. So now we just go back down and we can retrieve the unicorn horn. So now we just go back out the entrance to the tunnel. So now you just head to the north through the cave. So you need to talk to each of them before you attack them. So talk to Sir Giro. And now just attack each of them. So you can safe spot them by running south, and you need to get the Paladin's badge. So now we head to the west, and you can use the same method as we did before to get over, either the plank or going just before and then running. So now use the unicorn horn and the 3 crests on the well. Open the door, and now head as far south as you can. So now go through the cave stairs. So now go into the caged area and talk to each of the dwarfs. So talk to Nilu first. Now talk to Clank. Ask him about Soulless. Now talk to Carmen. I had accept, but it probably would have been better to hit decline, because then he will just offer to sell you some food, whereas by hitting accept, you lose 5 health and your agility level temporarily decreases by 4. So now we need to go back up the staircase, and then we need to head to the northeast. So we need to continue north until we can jump onto a path. So this is the path, and we head towards the house. And do not click on the door. So search the window. So now head to the north and then go to the west. And now go to the north until you find the cat. So pick up the cat and go back to the witch's house. Now use the cat on the door. So now you can sneak into her house and you can search the chest. So make sure that you've got the doll and the book. So now head north And now head west. Now head to the south. So if, like me, you get stuck in the soulless place, head to the south. Now we'll try that again. We head to the south, cross the bridge, and now attack the demons in any order and make sure you get the amulets. So if you're using range or magic, you can safe spot like I am. Then cross the bridge to get to the last one. So now we cross the bridge, go to the north to the chest, and then open the chest and all of the amulets will be destroyed. So now we've got what's called Iban's shadow and use that with the doll. Seems a bit morbid. So now we need to go downstairs. This can be done by falling or going back the proper way. So I fell, so I guess that's easy. We need to talk to the dwarves again. So we need to talk with Clank. So now we go into the larger building and we grab a bucket. And now we go into the small house and we use the bucket on the barrel. Now we need to go to the southeastern corner. So this is Iban's tomb. It looks pretty scary, so do not search the tomb because it will hurt you. So now put the dwarf brew on the tomb and now light it with your tinderbox. So now we've got a pile of Iban's ashes. We use the ashes with the doll. So now we just head straight to the north into this corridor. And we need to look for a giant spider. And then we just attack him. So this is probably a good time to have protect from melee. Maybe use one of those potions. So you're stunned for a couple of seconds. Yeah, so now we just run out, turn off your protect from melee. So now you need to go to the northwest. And then we go down this narrow pathway until we reach some stairs. So now go a bit to the south. So now we go north and then we go east and then we go north again and take the first left and search the cage. Now use Iban's dove on the doll. So now we need to get to Iban's temple, which is in the center. Now go south and go over the jump. So we need to kill one of these disciples. So double check you're not wearing anything apart from the Zamorak monk robes. And make sure you've got at least one inventory space for Iban's staff and 2 more spaces for fire and death runes. So make your way to the west, open the door, and now I recommend you just use the Doll of Iban with the well. So now run to the west and talk to Koftik. Now exit the cave and make your way back to the castle. Now talk to King Lethis. So congratulations! You've completed the quest. You got 5 quest points, 3,000 agility experience, and 3,000 attack experience, along with Iban's staff. If you have any questions, just drop me a comment, and please like and subscribe for more guides on old school RuneScape.